Good, except you gave away my cannoli.
I know.
I mean, you Google my name and the cannoli video comes up, and you gave it away.
Not 5 minutes ago too. I feel very guilty, but I didn't see you.
I should say, you know what? We're done. The interview is over before it even begins because you gave away the cannoli. Don't mess with a Southern woman and desserts. It doesn't work well.
I tell you what. You give me a mailing address, I will send you cannoli.
I know. There's no such thing as sending cannolis. It has to be live. CPAC. We've been doing this, what, 5 years now?
Although I did miss the last two. So this is my first year back.
This is okay. So 3 years.
So it's been 3 years since that video.
Okay, let's talk politics.
All right. I'm here with Scottie Neil Hughes, who has forgiven me for giving away the last.
I'm not forgiven yet. I'm just going to move on.
Who's moving on?
I'm going to be like Chuck Schumer and grab my Kleenexes and start crying here in a few minutes.
Speaking of crying, you were one of the early people who were with Donald Trump, even before I was. I was a cruise man, but endorsed him just before the convention. What did you see that I missed that a lot of other people missed as well?
I saw the people. I saw that same enthusiasm that I saw in 2008 with the Tea Party. I saw that all of a sudden again, just that little spark that erupted into a fire. I saw that he was able to relate to a billionaire in Alabama and a blue-collar worker in Philadelphia. And they all wanted him to come to their dinner table. That was exactly what has been missing with the Republican Party for the last 2 election cycles. We were unrelatable. I would not have wanted to be a Republican in 2012 because all we did was talk above their heads. We did not talk about the things that Americans were dealing with on a day-to-day basis. President Trump realized that from day one.
And you were on media an awful lot, and you were constantly outnumbered and constantly attacked, yet you went forward. Election night must have been very satisfying.
Election night was, but actually it was. I was cautiously optimistic. It was easy to know that President Trump was going to win on election night. Here's where I'm different from everybody else. The polls were right all along. Those 2 weeks leading into it, the polls were absolutely right. It was these so-called experts, analysts that were wrong. They were reading into them, and they were not looking at the actual numbers, and they were seeing that every single poll was skewing Democrats double to what Pew Research had said for the last 10 years, or independents, or even underscoring Republicans. And yet, President Trump at the time was either 1 point tied or 1 point above. Of course he was going to win after you saw the enthusiasm matched. So election night was kind of, we know the work is just now beginning. Now the real promise, the real hardship is going to be fulfilling all of those campaign promises, and he has not let us down in his first 100 days.
No, he's been really something. One of the things on election night that hit me, and this is my own theory, I think because the left believed the polls to such a degree in places like Madison, in places like Philly, in places like Detroit, where, shall we say, the voting numbers tend to suddenly appear when they're necessary. Nobody bothered to game the polls.
No, but they did. Here was the thing. If you looked at it the week before, you looked at Nevada, where going up into it, we knew that President Trump was doing very well in Nevada. And so what did all the pundits go on air and do? Nevada, Nevada, Nevada. Trump is going to win Nevada. And what happened? They answered. Last day of early voting, they busted, and those numbers and those polls stayed open till midnight, 1, 2 in the morning. We knew that we could not do that on election day. And we knew that the voter engagement, the turnout was not going to be near as high for Hillary Clinton as it had been for Barack Obama. You didn't have that enthusiasm. That's where those rallying numbers actually made a difference. And so you're right, it was easy to predict when those low numbers started turning out early on that day. It was a solid, going to be a Trump win. And I think Hillary Clinton herself honestly knew it when she canceled her fireworks days before. She just did not want to admit it to herself.
And what are the things you want? I've been interviewing a lot of the activists here. I've been asking 4 questions. Who did you support in the primaries? When did you turn to Trump? What do you think of his administration so far, and what do you want to see him do? What do you want to see him do? What do you want to see him
to be successful, or at least strongly try to accomplish every single promise he made on the campaign trail. This is what makes President Trump different. And this is why everybody's in meltdown on the left. Because for once, you have a person who, when elected for office, actually worked on fulfilling the campaign promises rather than running for the next office. promise. He's not looking at 2020 as much as the media is making it out to be. He has to try and have a real attempt to either be successful or close to every single campaign promise he made. Because if he doesn't, even if he misses one, I promise you the left will use that as a noose to hang him, and we can't let that happen.
And as if my readers didn't already know, where can people find you?
Go to rightalerts.com, follow me on Twitter. I know you're going to tweet this out, so make sure you follow me, and I'm sure there'll be some great dialogue about the cannoli.
Yes,
I have been jibbed. I'm missing the cannoli.
Scottie Neil Hughes, thank you for your time and my profuse apologies, and I will make it up to you next year, I promise. I will put two aside.
Two
Two
Give it to
aside.
Kelly and Conway. I mean, I love you, girlfriend, but you took my cannoli this year. That might be the end of our friendship.
Thanks. Thank you.